Howdy everybody, Efour here, and welcome back to the channel for Season 4, Episode 3 of our FIFA 22 Youth to Gold save. At the end of the last episode, you guys saw me start to get the team operating on all cylinders, and that has carried over since we were last together, so let me catch you up. Last time we were together was the first of the month for the scouting updates. We then took on Burton Albion on the second of the month. They came up with us from EFL League One, and they currently sit bottom of the table. They're not having a good season. We beat them easily 4-0. Villalba actually scored a goal in that game, and as you guys know, Crespo's injured, and we put Villalba in that left center mid role, and he's been playing phenomenally. Honestly, he's really settling into that position and doing an amazing job, and the goal he scored was just beautiful. After that, we took on Huddersfield, and we beat them comfortably as well, 2-0. And then there was a 2-week international break. In that international break, Graham and Smith both were called up to the United States team. That's Graham's first call up. And Lundberg and Jonassen were both called up to the Sweden team as well. So now we have a total of 5 players in the first team who've been capped at the international level. That's Schaefer, Graham, Lundberg, Jonassen, and Smith. Super excited about that. Today we're going to be taking on Burton Albion in the league. We'll play Swansea City off camera, and I'll bring you back for the last game of the month against Coventry. But before we hop into that, let me catch you up on a couple other things. Some of you may have noticed it at the end of the last episode, but because Jonassen is done developing, we've brought Ojeda on at left back to start there. Now, the reason I did this is because Ojeda is going up 1 overall every 10 weeks when you look at his training. Jonassen is going up 1 overall every 22 weeks when you look at his training, which tells me that Ojeda has more potential than Jonassen. So Ojeda has now officially secured that left back spot. He is a Spain player. Hopefully we can get him into the Spain national team. It'll be a little difficult, but he plays really well, a lot faster than Jonassen. Not necessarily as good at defending, but I really enjoy using him. We also got confirmation that Menendez is done developing. I looked through all his training to make sure there wasn't something we could switch to that would be a little bit quicker, and there's not. The lowest one is going to take 75 weeks for him to develop, so every year and a half he's going to go up 1 overall. He's going to be staying in our team. We're going to be using him because we kind of have to, but in time we're definitely going to be looking to replace him with another player who has a little bit more room for growth. Last but certainly not least, we have Cook here. Got confirmation as well that he is done developing, and the same thing as Menendez. When I tried to look at different development plans, they're all 70+ weeks, so he is officially done developing. Now, with all these guys done developing, we can only sign 1 free agent and 1 transfer per summer. Let me know down in the comments if you think I should up that or if I should keep it at that to make it really hard. I'm happy to do either. Just let me know what you think down in the comments. But because of that, we're really going to have to develop these guys who are playing week in and week out, and I probably need to try and do a better job of rotating some of these backups in so that they do continue to develop. The team is looking really nice. People are still developing. Schaefer has gone up 2 already this season. Carlson's gone up, I think, 2. Graham's gone up 1. Taylor's gone up 1. Lundberg has gone up 2. Bishop's gone up 1. Smith has gone up 1. Nelson's gone up 1. Villalba's gone up 1. They're all developing. Sorry about that. That was my dog making a noise. But everyone is developing. Even our bench is developing nicely. Bennett's gone up. Menendez has gone up. Nilsson and Wilson have gone up. Bloxham has not. He did get an assist in that game against Huddersfield. He started and got an assist. He played Carlson in, and Carlson slotted it home. But now let's go hop into that game today against Burton Albion after we check out the league table. So those wins off camera that you guys missed have propelled us all the way up to 3rd in the league. We are looking very good. We've closed that 7-point gap between us and the top 2 teams down to 4 points. Now we got to take on Brighton today, who are in 4th, and you can see it. I was making sure. Coventry City is in 7th. That's going to be our second game we play today. If we can beat both of them, it would give us a total of 6 points, and hopefully Barnsley or Norwich will drop some points and we could catch up to them. We'll just have to wait and see. All we can do is take care of the games that we're responsible for, so we got to go in today against Brighton and get our first 3 points. This is the team we're taking into the game against Brighton. Smith in goal, back 4 of Ojeda, Bishop, Lundberg, and Taylor. Villalba, Nelson, the central midfield pairing. Schaefer, Carlson, and Graham, the attacking 3 behind Baker. On the bench, we have Mohamed, Jonassen, Bennett, Menendez, Nilsson, Wilson, and Bloxham. Now, Jonassen can't play right back, but if he needs to come on in the left back position, or we need to replace our right back, We can slide Ojeda over to play right back, and we can use Jonasson in at left back. Now let's go hop into that game and try and get 3 more points on the table. And here we go. We are in the game. Like I mentioned when I was catching you guys up from the last month, Villalba is settling into this role so nicely. I'm actually very excited. I was pretty nervous when Crucible got injured that he wouldn't be able to handle the move up to starting just based on his technicals. But he has done a great job. That was a bad pass and looked really good. Carlson is currently our best player. He has 7 assists and I think 5 goals. He's our top goal scorer and top assist maker. Baker is our second assist maker and I think our third goal scorer. Our second goal scorer currently is Graham. He's having another good little season, and we just got to keep going. They're playing really well. The team is settling in after the rocky start to the season, kind of how we did last season. We're finally settling in and looking a lot more dominant, a lot more comfortable. But we got to get it done today. Here they are on the edge of our box, and I take Bishop out of position. Smith makes a diving save, and it goes out for a corner. Here is that corner. Looks like they're taking it short. I got Villalba. They still have Mark Cucurella. He used to be touted as an up-and-coming great prospect. Still a good player, but he was projected to be a phenomenal player. But Brighton's team is definitely full of guys who could be playing in the Premier League. So we have to be careful today. Make sure we handle our business and take care of this opposition. That was a poor cut-in from Graham. Here they are pressing down our right side, and Mark Cucurella gets around Taylor. Now, if it's a wayward shot, we keep getting all these guys done developing. We're going to just have to rely on them regardless of their overall. Oh, Baker was making a run, and then he kind of stopped. He would have been in a good position. But we're going to have to figure it out. Most of the guys in the starting 11 are still developing at a really good rate. So I'm not too nervous about that. But just trying to figure out these backups, considering we can only sign guys who are 21 years of age or younger. Great foot from Lundberg there. And Schaefer is off to the races. Let's go. We got Graham going down the backside. We're going to get it over to him now. It's kind of a heavy pass. We'll go back. Oh, nope. Carlson's there. A little too short. Nelson was trying to... Nelson's injured. Hopefully that's just a little knock. But he just got injured on that challenge. That would be so bad if he is really hurt. I don't think he is. I'm hoping that this little plus, the medical sign next to him, goes away as the game continues. It can go away if it's just a knock. We'll have to wait and see. Here they are pressing into our half yet again. Villalba tries to get there and can't cut it out. And Lundberg does get his foot in. And we'll get that down to Schaefer out to this left side. We'll cut in. And I got Carlson there. Nelson tries to get there. He does actually end up getting there. Down to Graham. That was a late pass. And we have... Carlson was there. Poor play. Bishop wins that. We'll get this into Carlson here. We're going to go over to Schaefer. Doesn't get there. We'll try and challenge, but again, we have a lot of short midfielders. We definitely struggle in the air in the midfield. Here they are pressing down our left side, and they are way past Ojeda. He does have that speed that Jonasson has been lacking. Smith makes a save, but they have definitely looked like the better team thus far. Here is that corner. All right, boys, we got to defend this well. It says right there that Nelson is still injured, but the little medical symbol next to him has disappeared. That is the halftime whistle. We haven't looked too good. They've definitely looked better than us. We got to figure out what to do, get into this second half, and try and find a goal. Here is Schaefer after that interception from Villalba. Trying to get in. Trying to keep the ball so he doesn't get bodied off. We got Villalba here. We're going into Carlson. I should have taken a shot, or Baker loses the ball there. I'm really struggling to find that end product. And here they are coming back into our half. We got to try and win a ball back. I'm having trouble with their press. I've been doing a good job of playing against the press in the championship thus far, figuring out how to break it down with the quick, incisive passes. But Brighton and Hove Albion has given me some trouble today. And they're up for a corner. yet again. Smith should be there to grab that, and he does. And we're going to roll this out to Bishop to play in Ojeda, and then we'll go right down the wing, and he was offsides. Carlson gets, or that was Schaefer, just on the shoulder of his man. They're in our half here, working around our area. Into the penalty area now. Lundberg, Smith makes the save. Oh, he is saving us this game. Here is the corner following the save from Smith. We'll send Schaefer out here to deal with it. It goes out again for another corner. It looks like they're going to be running a short corner in again, and we'll take Baker out this time. He does get a foot in and goes out for another corner. And they actually send this one in. Baker kind of gets up to it, but can't get the finishing, or the clearance, not the finishing product. That would have been bad if he would have scored on our own goal. All right, come on, boys. Got to play good defense here. I got to say, this sunlight makes it hard to see who's who. That's a good pass from them. Ojeda gets a foot in. We got Schaefer here. He's just going to run, and there he goes past the first. We're just going to send it with him, and we'll give that into Baker. And he can't get there. Does that go out for a corner? It doesn't. No corner. Goal kick for them. Here they are moving into our half again. And that was poor defense from me. Fortunately, they had a poor pass. Schaefer's running this one down. We're going into Carlson. He is in here. And he can score this. And he doesn't. What a wasted opportunity. We got the corner following the miss from Carlson. Oh, man, that was such a bummer. We really needed to capitalize on that moment. I'm not sure we'll get another attack like that in this game. We can only hope. All we need to make sure is that we do not give up a goal. That would be big drop points. I definitely want the win, but I will take a draw. That was a terrible turn from Graham. They're pushing in here. Smith reaches out to make another fine stop. We're going to bring Bennett on for Villalba just to give us a little bit more offensive pressure. Defend this corner. Brighton has outplayed us today massively. We have been fortunate to not give up a goal up to this point. We're going to send this into Schaefer because he can run. I got Carlson there, and he is in on goal. Can he actually finish this one? And he does! Let's go! Hit him with the dead fish. In the dying embers of the game, we get a counterattack off a corner, cleared header from Graham into Carlson. Carlson plays it out to Schaefer. Schaefer plays it back across. Oh, we're under the bleachers. Schaefer plays it back across for Carlson, and this time makes no mistake, slots it into the net. We're up 1-0. We're making our last two changes. We're bringing Mohammed in for Lundberg just because Lundberg is pretty tired. Wilson comes in on the right wing for Graham to give Graham a little bit of a rest as well. We just got to see out the remainder of this game. We got about 5 minutes left. Let's go do it. They're moving into our half now. They have 4 minutes of added time. I won't make my usual comment because we all know what I'm going to say. Bennett makes the steal there. Great interception. We'll go up to Graham. We're going down the wing to Wilson, and Mark Cucurella is there to cut it out. It wasn't a great pass from Baker. He didn't lead him as much as we needed, but that is the final whistle, and we take the cheese home today. We win 1-0 against Brighton. We'll go look at the league table really fast just to see if any other teams drop points at the top of the table. I'll play that game against Swansea off camera, and then we'll be back for the Coventry City game. So we're still in third, but after that win, we have learned that Barnsley lost their game to Coventry City, and so they're only on 29 points, and with our 3 points, that puts us 1 point behind them. Now, they must have just lost again. Let's see. They played Brighton and lost 4-2 to Brighton, who we just beat 1-0. So they've lost 2 on the bounce. Today, we take on Swansea, but we have a game in hand over Barnsley. If we win this game against Swansea off camera, we will be in second position, taking on Coventry City at the end of the month, who are in 7th. So I'm going to go off camera, play this game, hopefully get those 3 points to move us up into second position. Norwich are still winning. They're still currently 7 points ahead of us, but we do have a game in hand. If we win, they would be 4 points ahead of us, which isn't terrible, but we got to hope that they drop some points and that we can close the gap down on them like Barnsley have. So I'm going to go off camera. I'll see you in just a moment. So guys, we took on Swansea City and we handled them with ease. We won 6-0. Baker had a hat trick. It was just cake. I rested some of our first team players by subbing them off really early so that we'd be up and ready for this Coventry City game. So let's look at the league table before we hop into that game. That win sees us move all the way up into second position. Now, who does Norwich take today? Norwich takes on Bristol City, and I'm not holding my breath that Bristol City will beat them. They're all the way down in 11th. And the only loss Norwich has this season is from us. So I would imagine Norwich will win. We're 4 points behind them. But we just got to go today, take care of Coventry City. They sit in 8th position currently, 1 point out of the playoff spot. So they definitely have a lot to play for. But I'm pretty confident in our boys. We've been playing so well. So let's go hop into that game. It looks like my rotations paid off perfectly because we have the first team fit and ready to go for this game against Coventry City. We have Smith in goal, a back four of Ojeda, Bishop, Lundberg, and Taylor. Villalba and Nelson make up the midfield pairing with Schaefer, Carlson, and Graham the attacking three behind Baker. On the bench we have Mohammed, Jonassen, Bennett, Menendez, Nilsson Wilson, and Bloxham. The boys have been playing so well. I'm excited to get into this game and keep climbing up this league table, so let's dive in. And here we are. Now we are playing so well. Baker had a hat trick in the last game. The team is really firing on all cylinders now. I don't really know why I don't know if it's a me thing or what, but just taking some time to actually get my feet under me in a new league takes a little bit of time. But we're finally up and running to where we want to be. The team is playing beautifully. Despite the injury to Crespo, Villalba has played so well. He is already up to, I think, a 68, which means he's gone up 2 overall this year already. So he's looking wonderful. Mike Nelson, the center midfielder, is up to a 70. The team is coming along. We're in a great position in this league thus far. And I would like... Ooh, what a wayward pass from Villalba. I would like to get automatic promotion. I do not want to take my chances in the playoffs, and so that's what we're going to push for. All right, we have Baker going in. We're going to give this into Carlson because he is rapid, and that's a poor, heavy first touch from him, and the goalkeeper collects it. Now, there's that stat up there in the top left corner saying that in 14 matches, we have 31 goals for. We're carrying over from last season where we had a dominant offense, and it's happening again. Our defense is starting to really get shored up as this season goes along. We started the season off a little rocky, but our defense really is starting to look more and more solid as the games go on. We're going to give that to Villalba. That was not even close from my boy Nelson. And we'll give this into Schaefer. And I thought he had it. It goes out for a corner. Here is the corner. But with Baker's 3 goals, I think he honestly might be near the top of the league now in the scoring charts, which is pretty crazy because I don't even think he was in the top 25 last episode when I checked. But the past couple games, he's really been getting on the score sheet, looking beautiful. Villalba rips one, and it's saved again out for another corner. We're going to cross this in with Schaefer, and it looks like Bishop's going to be trying to get his head on it. He cannot. It is cleared out from the defense, and they're trying to hit us on a counter here. Let's see if we can thwart it immediately. I have Graham on the wrong side of the field just because Schaefer had kicked the corner, so I didn't want this side to not be have any assistance. We have slowed their attack down, and the boys are making their way back to the correct side of the field. Taylor heads that into Nelson. We're going to go. That is not where I thought it was, but it doesn't matter. It worked out nicely. We got Schaefer here. We'll go back post for Graham. It's kind of a bad pass from Schaefer. Oh, and Villalba can't get the ball in, and they thwart our attack. Here they are in our half, trying to make something happen. This is a game that I feel like we need to win. I feel like we need to win every game. But if we are really serious about going up this season in automatic promotion, we have to be winning these games against the playoff teams that are trying to chase us down. Give this into Nelson and rip that, and it is saved yet again, out for another corner. Taking this with Schaefer, and it's all the way on the opposite side for Lundberg. They clear it out and handle it easily. Villalba with the interception there, but that is the halftime whistle. It is 0-0. We have had more opportunities to score. We have to make the most of them as we get into this second half. Villalba running up here off the pass from Nelson. We'll get this into Graham. We're going to cut inside and rip it to the far corner, and it is saved. I really wanted that for Graham. Corner here from Graham. He's going to send it across. Can we even get ahead to it? I mean, we never get ahead on our corners. We should just kick it to the other team, because we never get anything from corners at all. Here they are making their way into our half. We've played well thus far. Good foot from Ojeda. I really enjoy using him. His pace, his oh, get it to Graham. He's in. And this has to be a goal from Graham. He misses. No. Oh, another wasted opportunity. As I was saying before, though, Ojeda has been so fun to use. Our center back pairing as well with Bishop and Lundberg has been phenomenal this season. They make so many interceptions like that, cutting out danger before we're really even in trouble. They've been playing so well. But Ojeda at left back, just with his pace, it's such a nice change from Jonasson. Jonasson was great defensively, and I did enjoy using Jonasson. But Ojeda, it just feels so much better using him, being able to recover, even getting on the attacking foot. Ojeda is a great little player. It's a good free agent pickup for us. I think thus far all three of the free agent pickups we've made in this save have pretty much immediately come in and start. Pereira came in and started immediately. It took Crespo a while to win that spot from King, really just till he got injured. But once he was injured, come on, Villalba. Once he was injured, he held it down. And it looks like Ojeda is going to be doing the same thing to Jonasson. Graham down this right wing, trying to hit back. We're going to send that into Schaefer. He's there, and he can't get there. Defender tracks back to cut it out, and they're going back down the field towards us. We have 7 minutes in game left. We need to find a goal, and here they are hitting us on a break again. Ojeda was a little bit cut out there. The defender or the attacker made a great pass, and Bishop handles that, but we have to get back down the field and try and get a goal. Again, I'll take a draw, but I really would love to get the 3 points to close the gap on Norwich and also to separate us from whoever it is, Barnsley, chasing us down. All right, this will be our last attack of the game. Let's try and make the most of it. Get that out to Graham, into Baker, over. Oh, I wanted Baker to make a run. He didn't. Villalba's in, and it's cut out. That will be the end of the game. His touch was poor, and that is the end of the game. We tie 0-0. We got a point from it. Not the worst result, but definitely not what we wanted. With that draw, we still are in second position. Barnsley must have lost again. Let me look. Who did they even play? Let's see. All the way down to the bottom. Barnsley played... Where are they? Okay. They played Reading and they drew. So that, okay, they drew. Which was good. That helps us out. We're still in second position. 3 points behind Norwich. So they did get another loss. If we could have won, we would have been 1 point behind them. That is a big disappointment. But it is what it is. All we can do is look forward. You're only as good as your next action. So we got to go into this next game and get some wins. But we are second in the table, 2 points ahead of Barnsley, 3 points behind Norwich. We are 6 points ahead of 7th place, out of the playoff position. So we're looking really good there, starting to build that gap. And we have the second best defense in the league and the highest scoring offense in the league, similar to what we were doing last season. If we can continue this momentum, I'm very confident that we can at least get automatic promotion and maybe lift the trophy this season. But enough of that. Let's go get forward, and we'll get into those scouting updates, and I will see you guys in just a moment. Hinga-dinga-dargan, it's that time again. Let's check out these scouting reports. Here is a look at our youth squad. Everyone is developing nicely. We have Wilson, who's now a 68 center attacking mid, with Menendez done developing. We may look to bring Wilson up sooner rather than later, especially if I can potentially sell Menendez, maybe. The only thing about Menendez is that he can play the center mid position decently. He has decent defense. Not good, but it's decent. And Cameron Wilson has terrible defense. So that's the only thing that makes me nervous. But if we can sell Menendez, Cameron Wilson's only 3 overall behind him. And if he stays in here a little bit longer, he'll close that gap even further. And we can get a new player in as a backup who can continue to develop. Anyways, again, something for a future discussion. For now, this is the guys down in our academy. We'll check in on them in another month. Bruce Jackson here is one that's only valued at $750,000, but I am going to sign him because I think he may be a center mid. Now, if he is a center mid and his defending is at least decent, we need that. We need depth in the center of the park right now. Again, we can only sign 1 transfer and 1 free agent a season, so we got to start bringing some of these guys in, even if we have to keep them in the youth academy just to develop a little bit. We're going to sign Bruce Jackson and check him out. And look at this. Your boy Efour has won Manager of the Month for the month of October. Here is a look at Bruce Jackson. He is a center mid. His defense is about the same as Menendez, 39 overall. We have him training some of those defensive attributes. We'll see how that goes along. He's only 5'7". Again, not sure he's ever really going to make it into our team, but he's another option, another depth option. Depending on how he develops, we might end up using him down the line. If you have enjoyed that, leave a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out as a small content creator, and it's free to you, so go hit that subscribe button. Another great month in the books for this team. We are sitting second in the championship, way better than I anticipated. I honestly thought, based after the first month of playing off camera, that we would be struggling to get into the playoffs. The team has really found its rhythm and hit its groove. I am enjoying this team's journey through the Crucible. Until next time, Efour out.